Do you have a theory about this post and the clearing, Monsieur Lane?
I felt something the moment I arrived on this island, Mr. Poirot. It is especially strong here. I can only describe it as a feeling of evil. More than a feeling, it's almost a physical presence.
Yes, it is very romantic here. It is peaceful. The sun shines, the sea is blue. But there is evil everywhere under the sun.
There's a quote from Ecclesiastes. Yea, also the heart of the men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart while they live. Nowadays, nobody believes in evil. Even with what is happening in Europe, they want to think that reason and common sense will prevail. But evil cannot be reasoned with, and it is real. It walks the earth.
What brings you to see Rift Island, Monsieur Lane?
My health. I was the vicar of a church near Brixham. I became ill. I had to leave my church. I came here to heal among the historic churches and religious ruins of the area, like this old monastery. It dates back to the Middle Ages. The order was most known for producing a passable brandy. I believe that they never flourished. I expect that was because of the site they chose.
What is wrong with this site?
It isn't the only Christian edifice erected on top of more ancient construction, as I'm sure you know. In this case, there was a Roman temple here, 500 years before the monks arrived. Unfortunately, it is believed it was a temple to Bacchus, a particularly nasty cult notable for debauchery and licentiousness.
Bacchus, eh? That might explain the decent brandy.
I was searching for evidence of the earlier temple when you arrived. I found an opening beneath one of the walls over there, leading down into the earth. But it's blocked by a sizable stone. I was hoping to use this post as a lever, but it's immovable.
What do you think of our fellow guests?
I haven't spent much time with them, I'm afraid. I've been poking around out here mainly. If I could get some idea of the location of other nearby religious sites, I expect I'd be off to visit those. I think it would do me good after this place. Mr. Poirot, I'm feeling under the weather. These ruins take it quite out of me, I'm afraid. If you'll excuse me.
But of course.
Hello. You haven't seen a tennis ball in the grass, have you? I had a lob go spectacularly astray.
No, monsieur. I am sorry.
You wouldn't be Hercule Poirot by any chance, would you?
I am Poirot. Monsieur?
Kenneth Marshall. That was my wife, Arlena.
She is very charming, Madame Marshall. Hastings, if you embarrass me, we will cease the investigation at once.
My apologies, Poirot. I'll try to remember who I am.
Listen, Poirot. This is a bit of luck finding you here. Something rather distressing has happened. Since our arrival here on Monday, Arlena has received two, what I can only describe as threatening notes.
Do you have the notes?
Yes, here they are. Arlena thinks I destroyed them, but I thought I'd better not.
Very wise. One moment, please, while I examine them.
Arlena refuses to take them seriously. She says people are often jealous of her due to her success and her beauty, and it's no more than that. I'm not so sure.
You are right to be concerned. In my experience, Captain Marshall, the hatred to write such notes is one to take very seriously indeed.
Would you have a talk with Arlena and tell her that?
I will do as you ask. How did these arrive?
The first was simply shoved out of her door. The second was found on her dressing table. Mr. Poirot, her door was locked.
When did Mrs. Marshall receive these?
That first note was found the morning after we arrived. That would have been August 20th. The second appeared yesterday. Knowing you are investigating has eased my mind enormously.
Captain Marshall, I will do what I can to assist you. But if I am to be successful, I must enjoy your wife's complete cooperation.
I hope you can succeed in convincing her of the gravity of the situation. If you'll excuse me, I have some letters to type.
He has some letters to type?
He seems unaware of the significance of what he has said. How many typewriters can there be on this island?
Seems more likely Mr. Umley's typewriter was borrowed to write the notes.
It is possible.
You knew there might be a real danger to Mrs. Marshall even then.
Yes, my friend. I could feel something in the wind. The way sailors can sense the approaching storm.
Bit of a low spot in the near at-service court.
Well, this is neither the time nor the place.
I'm not really in the mood to talk at the moment.
I did not mean to frighten you, my friend.
You didn't, and I'm not.
The pub, it is open?
No.
You have the binoculars, I see.
What of it?
They are for the watching of birds?
Yes, I'm very fond of birds.
Are you staying at the hotel?
Are you?
Mais oui. Hercule Poirot, at your service.
My name is North.
If he's Butcher, I'm a penguin, Poirot.
Shall we follow him? It is up to you.
He's up to something, Poirot. Are you going to let him get away?
My shoes are of the finest leather, buffed to a perfect sheen. I will not be subject.
Take them off, then.
If you wish to cross the causeway, summon the sea tractor. I will not wait.
Oh, for pity's sake. Phone isn't much good if no one will answer it.
Well, Hastings, how does your investigation go?
I'm at my wit's end. I can't figure out my next move for the life of me.
Oh, Hastings. Have you even tried to consult the all-knowing finger of suspicion?
Right, well, thank you, Poirot. I'll see what I can do. Mind giving the finger of suspicion a spin?
It will be my pleasure. Place the cards in its place. Heed our call. Provide us with the knowledge which we, and by we I refer to Hastings, cannot acquire by our own resourcefulness. Voila! The finger of suspicion has pointed the way. No, Hastings. This...
Patrick, darling, you so...
I see what you mean, old man. There is indeed a storm coming.
Maybe Hastings, you have made good progress. The principals of the cast have made their entrances. You have explored as much as was possible to me on the morning of August 24th. You have uncovered some of the mysteries that made me uneasy, even then.
Did you already know murder was in the wind?
It was very clearly indicated, monsieur.
Why didn't you stop it?
If a person is determined to commit murder, it is not easy to prevent them. I do not blame myself for what happened. It was inevitable.
What are my next steps?
When you are ready, we will continue our little game. I was able to explore further. Introduce yourself to the residents of Lettercombe. Look for opportunities to assist anyone you can in the village or on the island. They will appreciate your thoughtfulness and will be more likely to help you when you need a favor in return. As before, if you find yourself unable to progress, I will assist with the magic of the Finger of Suspicion.
Yes, uncanny, that gadget. I believe you promised me a second clue to unravel its mysteries.
Quite right, my friend. The clue is lamp.
Power. Lamp. Illuminating.
Oh, I didn't think you were here, sir. Your towels are fresh and your bed linen changed, so never you mind about that.
Good grief. The boyfriend, Will Jenks. I suspect he's the cause. Do you observe anything unusual, Madame Kessel?
Not yet, I'm thankful to say. Mr. Black's sailboat put into Lettercombe Bay a short while ago. I suspect he'll make for the Monkswood before heading back out.
What do you look for so intently, Madame Castle?
U-boats, Mr. Poirot. I have seen them too.
So close to shore?
Oh yes, I suspect there's one out there right now, watching.
Have you told this to Monsieur Blatt?
Yes, I did. He laughed at me and said they were not likely to waste a torpedo on his tiny sailboat.
He has a point there. What is the Monk's Hood?
The only pub still open between here and Kingsbridge. Albert Bagley runs it.
Who has the key to the smuggler's inn?
Colonel Weston took charge of it when they closed up.
Colonel Weston? But he is an old friend of mine.
He set up shop in the police station.
But is he not the chief constable for the entire district?
Yes, but he runs the home guard for this area. He's overseeing the coastal evacuations. We used to have a local constable, but after evacuations got underway, he was transferred to Modbury.
May I borrow your binoculars?
I need them, Mr. Poirot. I promised Colonel Weston I'd keep watch.
Surely no attack will come during the afternoon.
Why do you want binoculars?
To help in the watch for U-boats.
Well, I do have other duties to attend to. I mark any sightings on the calendar in my office. If you would do the same, I then pass on the information to Colonel Weston.
But of course.
And if you wouldn't mind doing me one small personal favour.
I would be happy to assist you, madame.
If you would return this book to the lending library, I'd think that a very fair trade.
I shall do as you ask.
Here you are, then. I'll be off.
It is quite a view, Hastings, but I... These are the binoculars, most splendid. These are the binoculars, most splendid.
The felt on the bottom appears to be loose.
Quite in...
A plate with a keyhole in it. Another key. Right. No need for barbs, old man.
There's it.
These codes are good.
No, make a note of the codes. But we must not remove anything or mention our discovery, Hastings. I agree something is not right. There is something snug by the swimming floor. I wonder what it could be.
Liferine boy by the look of it. I wonder if a ship has come to harm. I know there's no use asking if you'll have a quick swim out there to have a look.
I am happy. Good afternoon, Madame Gardner.
Hello, Mr. Poirot.
May I join you?
I should like the company. Thank you.
That is a very beautiful shawl.
Oh, thank you. It seems as I've been working on it for ages.
You enjoy the knitting?
Oh, yes. Oakley has his coins. I have this. There. Finished.
Oh, you are very skilled. Monsieur Gardner seems young to be already retired.
Oh, well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Poirot, retirement chose Oakley. He did not choose it.
A financial misfortune.
Yes. You recall his mentioning the theatre he used to manage?
Bien, sir.
He was the owner as well. The theatre had not been doing well. Oakley hit on the idea of paying a great deal of money, more than he could afford to lose, to attract a major star to perform there. She took the money. He claimed illness. The show was cancelled. There was nothing for it but to close. He lived off his army pension and a bit half put away.
What brought you to Citrus Island, Madame Gardner?
Oh my goodness!
What is it?
Our anniversary is today. Our 29th anniversary, and I had forgotten it. Oh, I have nothing to give him.
Perhaps that shawl? I have often found them of great value, fending off the cold of a winter evening.
Oakley wouldn't be caught dead in a shawl. And I have no time to knitting anything else.
I see.
Oh, Mr. Poirot, I know you'd give me my present at dinner. What shall I do?
Allow Poirot to assist you. I will find a suitable gift.
If you could do that, this shawl is yours. I'd better get back to the hotel. I want to be ready for dinner.
Poirot, there is too much going on to bother ourselves with this.
Au contraire, my friend, it does